Good morning, YouTube. I am Shaggy. I am Philalitea. Wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope this finds you well. I am getting ready to leave the tent. And on the subject of the tent, in my last video, I said that on some level, I'm doing this so that you have somebody to watch make mistakes so you can know how not to do what I'm doing. Have you seen the research that more and more people are spiritual without being religious? Well, what that means is that more and more young people don't have spiritual leaders in their lives. They don't have someone in their lives that when they have a spiritual question, their parents can go, well, I don't know the answer, but I know who does. And I know who's not going to try to put their fingers in parts of your body they don't need to be touching or thinking about. My work is about generating the conversation. And if you want the answers, if you want my answers, if you want my approach, if you want to know what I would do, you can either watch like hundreds of hours of my material and piece it together for yourself, like I've left the breadcrumbs for you to be able to do, or you can hit me up in the comments, or you can find me on my Patreon. You can subscribe, and you can message me directly, and we can talk about it directly, where I don't have to worry about how I phrase it for people who may or may not approach from the sides. I don't mind if you're trying to trap me in falsehood. I mean, I don't know what you think I'm faking. But it is a lot easier to fake the spiritual pursuit, the intellectual pursuit. It really is easier to fake worldview, ask India, than it is to actually believe. This is why you're spiritual and not religious. You don't actually have to believe if you're spiritual. And this is why Paul, in probably Galatians or Corinthians, talks about the difference in spiritual and religious people. Spiritual people don't have to be bound to anything. They don't have to believe what they say, even. This is why Abraham's father was an idol maker. You don't have to believe what's on the talisman that you're wearing, and you don't have to believe what's in the talismans that you're selling. You don't even have to believe that the idols that you're making or selling to people work. But we understand that this is why in America you're not allowed to advertise anything falsely. This is why people who are paying attention and who have an ethical backbone at all get annoyed with online advertisements and mobile ads that make claims that they just cannot support. Oh, you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars in playing this video game if you play it. No, you cannot. But there's no regulating body preventing them from doing that. So the only way to know good from bad is claims that are falsifiable. Well, this means understanding how to do science. And do you know how to experiment with corporation? Do you know how to tell the difference in a good and a bad job? You may never have had a job before. I know the difference, and I can guide you there. But it can't be for free. Like, you gotta help me in some way. It has to be reciprocal. Because if I'm carrying all the weight, why am I carrying your backpack and my backpack, and why does my tent still have a hole in it? Reciprocation.